If you want some free low-carb, keto, and carnivore-friendly snacks, all you have to do is give this show a 5-star rating and review in whatever podcast app you listen in. So, just as a reminder, every month we have giveaways of some of my favorite products, and every month is a different and new way of winning. So this month, I am gifting Paleo Valley's grass-fed and free-range meat sticks. You're going to receive 1 pack of beef sticks, 1 pack of chicken sticks, 1 pack of turkey sticks, a pack of their venison sticks, so good, and a superfood golden milk powder. I don't know if you've tried any of these, but if you haven't, they are a must. Just give this podcast a 5-star rating and review, and every last episode of each month is where I will be announcing the winner. So don't miss those episodes because you may end up missing me announcing that you are the winner. I cannot stand the thought of giving myself or any child harmful dyes, artificial flavorings, and chemicals, not only when we are feeling well, but especially when we are sick. Sadly, that's what many are putting into their own body and their children's body when their immune system is compromised. We are full on into flu season, and if you know me well, then you know I always opt for natural remedies over the stuff like Theraflu, Robitussin, and NyQuil when I can. I have tried several natural remedies on the market, and sadly, many just don't do the job. However, there is one company that is taking the natural flu care by storm with their propolis products, and that company is Beekeepers Naturals. I have several of their bee products in my cupboard right now that I take routinely, as well as when I am feeling under the weather. I'm not sure if you knew this, but honey isn't the only thing that bees make. They also produce a compound called propolis, which is literally a superfood. It has a special compound that acts as an antifungal, anti-inflammatory, and antimicrobial. In fact, there was a study in the NIH. The researchers found the propolis cream not only reduced the amount of herpes virus present in a person's body, but also protected the body against future breakouts. Another study found that propolis may also help treat throat infections as well as cavities. And these are just a few reasons why Beekeepers Naturals uses this natural aid in so many of their products, and also includes it in their raw honey for a full spectrum superfood sweetener. I personally take their propolis spray every single day, and often multiple times a day. My husband and I both spray it at night and whenever we have a dry throat or tickle in our mouth. I also have their liposomal vitamin C that also contains the antifungal and antiviral propolis compound, and I keep their propolis cough syrup in my pantry just in case I need it for those colder months. Their products range from throat lozenges to brain fuel, bee pollen, throat sprays, even nasal sprays. They also have a kids formula for your little ones when they are sick. I highly suggest checking out all their immune support products to naturally help your body fight off infections and keep them at bay. And you know I've got an amazing deal for my listeners. If you go to beekeepersnaturals.com/digest, you'll get 20% off. That's beekeepersnaturals.com/digest or enter code DIGEST at checkout. In today's Bite of Knowledge, I'm sharing 4 nutrients to help heal leaky gut. And first of all, let's talk about what leaky gut is. You may have it and not know it, or you may know someone who's experiencing these symptoms. So let's just talk about what to look out for and what it is. So many people suffer from digestive issues, and the sad part is that most don't really have an explanation of the cause, nor the cure. However, leaky gut syndrome, also known as LGS, has now become more known to doctors as well as patients, and happens when the gut wall is compromised and contains holes, allowing unwanted toxins, microbes, undigested food, and foreign objects to pass through the lining of the intestines. This can cause a number of issues, including brain fog, acne or other skin conditions, chronic digestive issues such as gas, bloating, constipation, and diarrhea, weight gain, allergies, excessive fatigue, and hormonal and mood imbalances. Now, just because you may experience the previously described symptoms, that doesn't mean you have leaky gut. However, it doesn't mean you don't have it. So, it's always good to check into things like that. There are tests that you can perform, which I'll explain in a little bit where to go. So, what I wanted to kind of go over is all this is just research proven compounds that are effective at repairing the gastrointestinal tract and to help heal leaky gut. So now that we know kind of what the symptoms are, but first of all, what causes leaky gut? Several things: heavy use of medications, over-the-counter and prescriptions, antibiotics that can lead to increased growth of bacteria in your gut, processed foods that have been contaminated by chemicals, high refined carbohydrates and sugar. Those are just a few causes. Now, not only does the typical American diet lack critical nutrients that promote gut health, but it's the combination of the additional consumption of processed sugar, packaged foods, and high amounts of alcohol that decreases our health in general and puts Americans at risk for so many health issues. All right, so 4 nutrients that can help leaky gut. Number 1, L-glutamine. L-glutamine is something I have been talking personally about for years. It's been shown to help a damaged gut and even help rebuild the lining in your intestines and even help improve wound healing. L-glutamine is also beneficial for collagen synthesis. L-glutamine or glutamine is partly broken down into proline, which is essential for your own collagen production and enhancing a solid gut lining. Number 2, ginger. Ginger is well known to treat nausea, menstruation pain, and bloating. This is all due to ginger's ability to relieve contractions in the gut and help reduce intestinal inflammation. It's also been shown to help with gastric emptying and mobility in the gut. Number 3, pea protein. So pea protein is great for individuals with autoimmune diseases and food sensitivities as well as vegans. This protein is also one of the best foods for improving the microbiome. There's studies that actually show it's one of the best for improving your microbiome. This is a NCBI. It's a study, and I can even include that in the description of the show if you're interested in looking more about that. But in this study that I'm referencing to, pea protein was shown to increase the bifidobacterium and the lactobacillus, the good probiotics. It was shown to raise short-chain fatty acid production in the gut, which helps reduce overall inflammation. Great if you have leaky gut, but also just great in general. Also, just want to point out, make sure you, when you choose a pea protein, make sure that it does not contain additional additives like stevia, natural flavorings, and gums. I, of course, always recommend my own digestive support protein I created with Nuzest because I personally know exactly what goes into it, which is highly digestible yellow pea protein sourced from Europe that is 100% glyphosate free. And it uses the special extraction process that they use where it's completely a non-toxic extraction process. Other companies may use a toxic extraction method, which defeats the entire purpose of consuming it for your health. So you really want to make sure it's using the right extraction process. It of course, contains no gums, no fake sweeteners, or natural flavorings. In my digestive support protein, we only use organic cacao powder to flavor the cacao. And for the vanilla, we use organic vanilla beans. No vanilla flavorings or anything like that. It also contains L-glutamine, just previously mentioned, that also helps with leaky gut. It also contains Bacillus coagulans, which is a probiotic specifically known to help fight off candida and yeast overgrowth. Poop can be a taboo topic, but we all do it. And the way our poop looks, smells, and the frequency we do it is key to measuring our gut health. But gut health goes way beyond just our poop. Poor gut health has even been linked to poor immunity, depression, anxiety, brain fog, low energy, skin issues, including acne, and studies are now coming out that our gut microbiome is linked to obesity and type 2 diabetes. And I know we are all wanting better health, gut health in particular, and are looking for ways to support it. I highly recommend Seed's DS-01 Symbiotic Capsule, which is something I started taking over 2 years ago. It's a pre and probiotic capsule all in one, and it contains a capsule within a capsule designed to be released at the proper time in your digestive tract with studies to support its effectiveness. You may notice clearer skin, a better regularity, and an ease of bloating in as little as 24 hours. Obviously, each person reacts different, but even if you notice a change in a week, I think that's a huge improvement overall. So when I take it, I make sure it's in the morning on an empty stomach for it to thoroughly do its job, but you can certainly take it whenever it is convenient for you, right? It's better to take it at some time of the day rather than never. So it is recommended to take 1 capsule at first, then increase to 2 capsules per day. However, for me, I have never increased the dosage and just stick to 1. So it extends the amount of dosages for me, and you save money that way too. But you do what works best for you. So if you are one of the millions that have been on the fence about Seed and have been curious to try it, now is the time, because my listeners get 25% off their first month, and you can cancel any time, even right after your first order. Just go to seed.com/digest and use code 25digest to get 25% off your first month. That's 25% off your first month of Seed's DS-01 Daily Symbiotic. Go to seed.com/digest and use code 25digest. So I recently started seeing this new functional practitioner who is very well renowned, and she asked me to list all the supplements I was taking. And I mentioned I was taking Fatty 15. I already assumed, I was like, okay, I'm going to have to explain to her what Fatty 15 even is. But to my surprise, she knew right away what it was and was like, oh, good, keep taking that. And that just made me feel so good and affirmed my own research and decision as to what I was putting into my body, knowing that it was the best. I love sharing my personal stories when it comes to products I've been taking. And if you've been a listener for a while and follow me on Instagram, then you know how much I rave about Fatty 15. The fatty acid known as C15 is the first essential fatty acid to be discovered in 90 years. And the best part is that it is 100% vegan. Fatty 15 is delivering the world's first pure science-backed C15 supplement and has 3 times the healthy aging cell benefits of omega-3 or fish oil. That is crazy, you guys. This fatty acid is derived from plants using a patented oxidation-resistant technology, resulting in a pure form of C15. It's vegan and contains no flavors, fillers, allergens, or preservatives. C15 is the only ingredient in Fatty 15, which I absolutely love that this company doesn't add anything else. It's 100% pure. Fatty 15 is also proven to resist oxidation factors both in and outside of the body and works in multiple ways. It repairs age-related damage to cells, protects from future breakdown, boosts mitochondria energy output, and activates pathways in the body that helps regulate our sleep, mood, and natural repair mechanisms for healthier aging overall. So whether you're vegan, don't like the taste of fish oil, or don't want to ingest rancid oils that are commonly found in fish oil supplements today, try Fatty 15 to help support and restore your long-term health. And who would I be without offering a discount to the Digest This community? So Fatty 15 has graciously given me the ability to offer you 15% off their 90-day subscription starter kit. Just go to fatty15.com/digest and use code DIGEST at checkout. You can cancel anytime, by the way. That's FATTY, the number 15.com/digest, or use code DIGEST at checkout. Now, number 4 for leaky gut is bone broth and gelatin. So thankfully, bone broth and gelatin is more widely available and accepted these days for good reason. The benefit of both are just through the roof. So both are full of protein. They contain little to no animal fat at all and contains certain tannic acids known to help heal and seal your gut. I personally love the taste of bone broth. So I love to drink it. I can even drink it cold. If you are one to not really enjoy the taste of bone broth, you can certainly take collagen as well and gelatin. Further Food sells a great gelatin that's been tested for lead. I've looked into this. So they've tested it for lead, and I found it to be one of the best ingredient sources, one of the best companies that are sourcing it from a good, reputable source there. So if you want to try their gelatin, you can use my code Little Sipper on Further Food's website for a discount. Now, I know I previously mentioned the tests you can do. You can go online. I'm going to give you 3 if you want to see if you have leaky gut. So there is one by Genova Diagnostics, and their website is www.gdx.net. So gdx.net. And you can go there and go and do your further research. The second one is BioHealth Lab, and their website is biohealthlabtesting.com. And the third place where you can go to get tested they're called Life Extension, and their website is lifeextension.com. And I can put these in the show notes as well. So I hope this was helpful and gave you some insight and options to help you and or someone you know in your health journey. And if you've been enjoying my podcast so far, I'd love for you to take a screenshot of my podcast and share it in your Instagram stories, and be sure to tag me at Little Sipper, LILSIPPER, so I can see it too. Thanks for listening to this episode of Digest This. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a review in your podcast app to let us know. If you're ever wondering how you can support me and this podcast, sharing it with your friends and family is the best way. This is a Wellness Loud production produced by Drake Peterson and edited by Mike Fry. To check out more shows by my team, go to wellnessloud.com, and to email the show, message us at digestthispod@gmail.com. See you next time. The content of this show is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not a substitute for individual medical and mental health advice and does not constitute a provider-patient relationship. As always, talk to your doctor or health team first.